What is the Maillard reaction for sous vide? Imagine cooking a steak to perfection with a tender inside and a flavorful, crispy crust on the outside. That crust is often the result of a process called the Maillard reaction. It's a chemical change that happens when amino acids and reducing sugars react under high heat, creating those rich flavors and the beautiful brown color we love. In traditional cooking, searing or roasting foods at high temperatures triggers this reaction. But with sous vide, the story is a little different. When you cook food in a water bath at low, controlled temperatures, usually below boiling point, the Maillard reaction doesn't happen during the sous vide process itself. That's because the water temperature is not high enough to cause browning. So, even though the meat is perfectly cooked and tender inside, the surface remains pale and unbrowned. This is where finishing techniques come into play. After sous vide cooking, you'll want to give the food a quick high heat treatment. Common methods include pan-searing, grilling, broiling, or even using a culinary torch. Before searing, it's important to pat the food dry to remove excess moisture, which can prevent browning. When you expose the surface to high heat, the amino acids and sugars react rapidly, forming that delicious brown crust and releasing those appealing aromas. The Maillard reaction is responsible for the complex flavors that develop during searing, making the meat taste richer and more savory. It also adds texture, giving that satisfying crunch or crust. For example, a perfectly cooked sous vide steak gets a quick sear in a hot skillet for about 1 to 2 minutes per side. This short burst of heat is enough to trigger the Maillard reaction without overcooking the interior. In modern cooking, chefs often use this two-step process to combine the precision of sous vide with the flavor and appearance of traditional high-heat cooking. It's a simple yet effective way to get the best of both worlds: tender, evenly cooked meat with a flavorful, browned exterior. So remember, the Maillard reaction isn't happening during the sous vide bath itself. It's the finishing touch that transforms a perfectly cooked piece of food into a culinary masterpiece.